Welcome back. Join Interlochen Arts Academy for an inspiring evening honoring the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
This year's free performance offers a global perspective and will feature a collaborative showcase of music, art, theater, dance, film, and more.
Wow. And here with us to discuss the celebration is Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at Interlochen, Esther, as well as Tristan. Thank you both so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
So, first things first, let's kind of kick it off. What can people expect at the upcoming Martin Luther King Jr. celebration?
Well, Tristan, do you want me to go first, or would you like to share?
I can go first. I think people will be expecting an interdisciplinary showcase of talent of dance, film, as you said, theater, singing, everything. And I think it's going to be a night of inspiration and kind of exploration through history and just like kind of exploring the amazing things that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did in his life.
And why is this important? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to add, you'd probably end up hearing songs that you're somewhat familiar with, and also new things. Our students are amazing at creating their own pieces of work, and they have been working hard to do so to share that with everyone.
Absolutely. And tell me just about the importance to Interlochen Center for the Arts for putting this together, and the importance to the students and the faculty, because this is an important topic to cover.
Yeah, I think when I joined here in 21, they had, we all went through the period of time with COVID. And so there was this kind of period that they weren't having these larger public events for MLK and the celebration. And it's really exciting for us as a community to reach out to the rest of our community here in Northern Michigan. And so part of the reason why we have this event that's open and free to the public is basically for us to all connect and come together and celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Tristan, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Well, we all here at Interlochen, we all come from different parts of the world, and I think that it's very important for us to share our point of views and share our kind of history so that we are all more informed and that we can all become more well-rounded in the fact that we know not only about ourselves, but about our classmates and about our teachers and where they come from and how they've lived and kind of what makes you you. And I think we all, no matter what age you are, you need that. And I think MLK is a really great stepping stone to talk about that conversation.
You're absolutely right, Tristan. Well said. Now, the upcoming showcase is called Lift Every Voice. Tristan, I'd love to hear kind of what the creative process was like for this. Was there a lot of research involved that kind of led to the inspiration for these pieces? Or was it kind of freeform and just organically allowed to evolve into this performance?
Well, I think Esther can speak a little more about that than I could, but the teachers, they have written the script that we have. I serve as one of the hosts, and it's kind of, we have in our own theater groups, we've had this world theater class, and they've taken it upon themselves to sing one of Gandhi's songs, say favorite songs. And I think it's kind of like a sporadic, like you have the idea, but then you kind of give it to other people and they have their own take on it. There are guidelines obviously, but they bring their own energy into it, and we all kind of build off of each other and take ideas and pull inspiration. And yeah, it's kind of like a forever changing process.
And
I'm sorry. I would only add that Lift Every Voice is actually the Black national anthem. So we begin every show with Lift Every Voice, and the whole audience joins in singing that. And then we always end with Stevie Wonder's version of Happy Birthday, which we all sing together in celebration. We don't always theme it as Lift Every Voice, but we felt like this year in particular, thinking about the global perspective and doing that and the work that MLK did around the world to make the world a better place was important.
This is such a unique event, and I love the twist that you're putting on it, because it's going to keep people engaged. They're going to be able to celebrate Martin Luther King, learn about him, but in a super engaging and creative way. And I'm sure it was so much fun just being a part of it. So can you tell me about just like the process of creating this, piecing it together, and just what that was like for you as a team, because I'm sure it probably brought you all together as well.
Yeah, so in years past, we would curate the whole show starting in September, usually with a guest artist. That's what we did last year. Our students are incredibly amazing and busy students across every discipline. Currently, Tristan is actually getting ready to put up next weekend, our, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, our one act theater festival, which the students themselves in the theater program direct their peers in this wonderful festival of one acts. So they are always doing a lot. And I found last year, although we want to always listen to our students and help them curate a show from beginning to end, I also felt that after the holiday break, it's really hard to come back and put a show up in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So we had the theme, and then we put out calls to different departments. I believe in working better and smarter, and so those departments then worked with their students to curate something based on the theme. And now we have all been working together to come together and make sure the order makes sense and that we are telling the right story.
Now let's jump into logistics. When is this happening? Where is this happening? And how can our viewers come out and enjoy the performance for themselves?
Yeah, it's happening on MLK Day, January 20th, 7:30 p.m. in Corson Auditorium at Interlochen Center for the Arts. It is free. You don't need a ticket. You don't need to register. You just show up. If you want to show up a little bit earlier, our music and production engineers will have wonderful music that they'll be DJing in our lobby beginning at 7 p.m. If you are a part of our Black and Indigenous and people of color community, the adults will be meeting in reception at 5 p.m. prior to the show, and they can always find me on Interlochen's website if they'd like more information about that.
Do you recommend this to a certain age group, starting at, middle school, elementary school, or what are your thoughts?
I think that we have really curated a show that is open for everyone.
Oh, perfect.
We also do a lot around accessibility. So we believe that if you bring your little ones and you want to sit in the front and then you realize you need to move to the back, our ushers are trained not to say you can't move. You can move, you can get up. We have our seating in the way back that sometimes I see because I bring my own little child, children sitting back there, and sometimes we make it through the whole show and sometimes we don't. So really, everyone is welcome. Please come out and join us.
What a wonderful experience.
Awesome. What a great event, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Tristan, Esther, thank you so much for taking the time this morning to chat with us. We're going to make sure that all the links our viewers need to both get more information, but also to plan their trip out come Monday. It's all going to be available on our website after the show today, 9and10news.com. Thank you both again.
Yes, thank you
so much.
Thank you, guys.
Y'all have a great day.